So there is a lot of debate going around on whether or not the new Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch is a port or a brand new game. Let's talk about that. What is going on, party people? It is I, Fumin, back at it once again with another video. Today we are talking about Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. Now, I know I'm a little bit late on this talking about the trailer, but the weekend has been absolutely insane. I had to work throughout the whole weekend, so that kind of sucked. But the dust has finally settled from that reveal, and it's time to give my proper thoughts on the whole thing. Thank you to all that have joined this channel. I mean, that video has like 10K views, which is something I'm really proud of. And all of the subscribers that have jumped around from that, it means a lot to me, it really does. Welcome to my channel. I hope that I can provide plenty of videos for you guys to enjoy. Now, without further ado, let's talk about Smash. Now, I did not think that I would be talking about a Smash Bros. On the Switch until at least next year. I was honestly thinking the year after that, but apparently it is happening this year. And that kind of begs the question, is this a port or is this a brand new game? Now, there's a lot of evidence that's kind of going in both camps there. First things first, Breath of the Wild Link is in this game. He's wearing the champion's tunic, and that is definitely some hard evidence. That really is. I mean, I don't know if this is just going to be a costume that you can swap into the game, or if this is going to be a newly revamped Link. And also the Inklings being added too. There are new characters that are going to be in this game as well. And again, that's something that they could just add to a port. We saw what they did with Mario Kart Deluxe, where they just added a whole new mode, like battle mode, to it, just completely revamped it. So something like that is plausible to be just added into a port, but again, it's I don't know, it's going both ways for me, it really is. But the main evidence of this being a brand new game is just the way this trailer is put out, the way it was directed, and the way it was shown off. The flames, the subtle music, the OST you hear in the background when all the characters are revealed, when the silhouettes are shown. Really, really different from the marketing of previous Smash Bros. Games because it's possibly a new Smash Bros. Game. I think that to me is the heaviest evidence. I know Champion Tunic Link is obviously a thing to look at, but man, it just feels so different than the last Smash Bros. Game and how that was brought to be. And plus, in my opinion, why hide the fact that it is a port? What is the point of that? I mean, I get that they want to hype this thing up. It'll probably get properly revealed at E3, but why hide it now? I mean, we've seen the way that Nintendo has treated their previous ports, like Donkey Kong, and a bunch of other games, like all of these other ports that are coming to the Switch. We've seen the way that they advertise them. It's just like, hey, remember that game? It's coming on the Switch now. You can play it here. Like, that's basically it. And they've even added stuff to those ports. I mean, I'm not just talking about Mario Kart, but in this upcoming Donkey Kong game, we have Funky Kong in there as well. So, why not do that with Smash Bros? I mean, obviously, Smash Bros is a bigger game than Donkey Kong Country Returns, don't get me wrong. Tropical Freeze is fantastic, but we're talking about Smash here. So I get why they would want to hype people up, but why risk it? Why risk that backlash that they're going to get when this is finally revealed to be a port? I honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. I do not think this is a port. I think that this is a brand new game because of just how it is being marketed. I think that if this was a port, they would have said this is a port. Or they at least would have shown that it is Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch, like in the actual title, similar to how the Wii U and the 3DS was. Or maybe like Super Smash Bros. Deluxe Edition, or Ultimate Edition, or Champion Edition, something along those lines. So, again, I honestly do think that this is Smash 5, and that is just insane. It wouldn't be hard to believe if it was a port. It wouldn't shock me if it was. I just believe that Nintendo is ready to push out another Smash Bros. Game. Smash is an incredibly popular IP. If this is a brand new Smash game, or even if it is a port, honestly, this is probably going to be the highest selling Smash game of all time. We've seen titles get released on the Switch from previous generations and do even better numbers, like Mario and Zelda. So I don't think Smash Bros. Is going to be any exception to that. I think this game is going to sell really, really well, regardless if it is a port. But I think that Nintendo wants that extra edge when it comes to sales. I think they want that extra edge, and I think they're going to bump this up to Super Smash Bros. 5, or it'll probably be titled something else. But you get what I mean. I think you understand what I'm saying here. Now, Smash Bros. 5, what exactly does that mean? Man, it is such a crazy thing, just even thinking that we are getting a new Smash Bros. Game. regardless of port or not, this is still a new Smash Brothers game, and it will probably have more than just the Inklings that are going to be added in. It'll probably have more than just that, even if it is a port, as I mentioned. So there's a lot to talk about here. Sakurai has confirmed that he is involved in this. I don't know how big that involvement is. I don't think he's the lead director on this. I think that he's just one of the producers. Maybe he's just kind of overseeing the project. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I don't think that Sakurai needs to be on board for this game to be successful. I think that Sakurai laid out a beautiful groundwork with Smash 4, and I think that any director can just build on what he has already done. So I'm not really worried about Sakurai not being the lead director on this, but it is interesting that he confirmed that he is involved in this project. Again, that makes me think that it is Smash 5. So there's that as well, and there's just so much to analyze here. I mean, this is a 30, maybe minute-long trailer, and again, it's just directed so beautifully. It is one of my favorite Smash trailers. Even talking about all the character reveals with the last Smash game, it's just so ominous and dark and kind of scary. And you see Mario just in the background here with the shadows over him, with him just shrouded in flames. That is incredible. I absolutely love that. I don't know if you've noticed, I've watched this trailer like 15 times at least, but you kind of hear this weird music in the background, this kind of music just subtly kind of creeping in. It's like it's echoed from like far, far away, and it's so creepy and so cool. I love that, and I honestly hope that this is an aesthetic that they force throughout all of their trailers for this game upcoming, possibly at E3 or another Direct. I hope that they force this idea of just like Smash coming to them. I like that, how all of the characters are just kind of wandering about, and then just Smash invades their world or what they're doing and just pulls them into their dimension or whatever. That is really, really cool. I think that's a cool spin on it, and then just getting an invitation. So again, there is this debate, and I totally understand this debate. It's just, I think the evidence proving that this is going to be Smash 5 is stronger than the evidence that it's not going to be. I would not be surprised if it was a port. It would not. Honestly, it wouldn't even bother me. I am totally down for a Smash 4 port. That would not bother me. If we got everything from the 3DS version, we got Smash Run in there, maybe a couple more characters like Inklings and maybe Travis Touchdown or someone like that, that's fine. That's totally cool. But I really want Smash 5. I really, really do. What could they do with Smash 5? Now, here's my idea. Something I thought of a couple of months ago, actually, is not necessarily amping up the character roster again. I mean, Smash 4 was just incredible with that roster. Just so many characters, so many different types of characters, and lots of surprises as well, with characters like Bayonetta and Duck Hunt Dog and stuff like that. What I would want with Smash 5 is kind of revamping the older characters, because those characters have changed a lot throughout the years. I mean, just look at Link alone, and again, his Champion's Tunic tells me that they're possibly doing this, and that is getting me really excited. What if Link was a completely different character now? He was able to use his Sheikah Slate powers, being able to use his runes, create ice blocks on the stage, or even use stasis somehow, maybe have that as a counter move. I think that would be awesome. Make it where he can fly up in the air and then glide down with his paraglider. Like, that would be really, really cool. And speaking of characters that have changed, there's also Mario. Mario has Cappy now, and that completely changes his character. He can throw Cappy to hit his opponents. Maybe he can even capture his opponents. Don't really know how that would work in a fighting game, but I think that would be really cool. I think that you could just use Cappy as an actual attack, have him throw it, have it where you can hold it there and it can just like grind on people and just attack them, and make it where Mario can jump off of it. You could have it where you could throw the hat off the stage and then create another platform for you to jump off of. There are lots of crazy things that you could do with that as Mario, as a character. And there's just, again, and then Splatoon, there's lots of new IPs as well. We have ARMS now. You cannot tell me that an ARMS character would not be in a Smash 5. I mean, we have to have at least Ribbon Girl or Springman. At least one of those two, or possibly both. I think they can even be interchangeable. Like, I'm guaranteeing the Inklings are going to be like Squid Kid Boy and Squid Kid Girl or whatever. I think those are going to be the same character that you can just alternate between with different costumes and stuff like that. Having different iterations of those characters, like in Splatoon 2, because we saw in the trailer that it was the Splatoon 1 kids, or at least the poster children or whatever. So there's so much more Nintendo to adapt into a Smash Brothers now, and that's what makes me believe that it is that kind of game. I mean, my goodness, New Donk City, like that's a stage in this game. That has to be. It has to be. And there's lots of locations in Breath of the Wild that could make it into this game. I would love to see like a one of the temples or something like that, one of the Divine Beast as a stage, or maybe all of them somehow, where you have to fight on each of the Divine Beast. I think that would be really, really cool. Honestly, all of the Mario worlds could be in this game. I would love to see all of them there. You could even have like a tour type of stage where you're fighting on the Odyssey, and the Odyssey just goes between the different worlds. You land there, you're fighting in the desert, you land in New Donk, you fight there, you land in the Tropical Isle, you fight there. Like, I think that would be really, really cool as well. And there's so many other characters too. I'm sure if Metroid Prime 4 gets a proper reveal at E3, we get to see gameplay. I'm sure there's going to be some differences there with her character as well. That could translate into a new Smash Brothers. There's lots of new Pokemon now as well. There's so much Nintendo to adapt, as I mentioned earlier, and that's why I believe that it is Smash 5. Again, would not mind a port. It wouldn't bother me, but again, I would love to see Smash 5, and I think it's time. It's been 4 years, I believe. I think Smash Wii U came out in 2014. So it's been a little while. It would be almost 5 years by the time the game actually comes out. So yeah, I think it's about time. I mean, that's a normal amount of time for a sequel to come out. 4 years is a good chunk of time. I mean, they could have easily just started on this project as soon as they finished with the last one and just had a small team working on the DLC for that game. So who knows? Who knows? Again, I wouldn't be disappointed either way. I just think there's a lot of evidence supporting that it is a brand new game. Comment down below and give me your thoughts. Do you think that this Smash for the Nintendo Switch is a brand new title, or it is a port of the Wii U version, or possibly a combination of the Wii U and the 3DS version? Or could it work both ways? You know, it could be a port sort of in a way, and it could also be Smash 5. They could be adding a lot to the port that would make it Smash 5. I think that is something that a lot of people haven't been questioning. I think that is a definite possibility. It's just building on that platform, using the exact same engine, exact same character models, but just adding more into that game that would make it a much bigger experience. Revamping that online, maybe adding a story mode, adding like 5 new characters. That would be really, really cool. And I think that, honestly, out of everything that I've talked about today, that is the most possible. Not titling it a port, but basically it's a port. I think that would piss off a couple of people or two, but I think that is probably the best idea and the most plausible out of all of them. But as always, thank you very, very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.